A football finance expert believes Manchester United were close to breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR, last season, but managed to comply with the top flight's restrictions thanks to two exceptional allowances. Everton were twice sanctioned by the Premier League for falling foul of their financial restrictions and were deducted a total of 8 points for two separate charges. Nottingham Forest were also handed a 4-point penalty for admitting a breach of the league's rules. PSR has caused chaos in the top flight and has seen academy graduates sold between clubs at high prices in order to adhere to the regulations. The rules require clubs to report only a certain amount of losses across a 3-year period, up to June 30. Clubs are not able to lose more than £105 million over a 3-year period, which equates to £35 million each year. Man United have undergone a period of significant change in the last 12 months. The arrival of new minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos has seen the British billionaire shake things up at Old Trafford, from board level right down to matchday staff. United have already been active in the transfer market, having signed Lenny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee already this summer at a combined cost of around £86 million. United are also undergoing a £50 million training ground refurbishment, and there has been much talk that the club could build a new 100,000-seat stadium. But according to football finance expert Stefan Borson, United came close to breaching PSR last season. United is very interesting because we do have quite a lot of information about United because of their quarterly report in the US, and so we know that they've told us that the end-of-year results will have a £660 million top line and about £140 million EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization, Borson told TalkSport. It also tells us certain things about their costs. The bottom line is when you drag that down on the 3-year assessment, United would have failed PSR for the season just gone, save for two things. 1. They were given, it appears, an exceptional allowance of £40 million for COVID in 2022, which no other club had. The most any other club had was about £1 million in that year. We don't know how they got it. On top of that, it seems they've been given allowance for around £35 million of exceptional costs relating to the share sale to Ineos CEO Sir Jim Ratcliffe, which, to be honest, the Glazers should have paid that themselves anyway, given they were the main beneficiary. But we know from the numbers that it was £35 million, and the only way in which they can make the 23/24 PSR numbers, and this is not just my view, but the view of multiple people who run the numbers, is by having these allowances. Questions have been raised over United's £40 million COVID allowance in recent days, with another football finance expert, Kieran Maguire, taking to X to explain the fund. Having investigated the matter, he explained on X, "I've been asked by a few people to investigate £40 million COVID allowance that Man United have in 2021-22 accounts. Have spoken to senior sources at club elsewhere. The reasons are 1. Cancellation of summer 2021 tour. 2. Bad debts caused by commercial partner insolvency. 3. Club unable to fulfill sponsorship partner obligations in summer 2021. And 4. Broadcaster rebates Premier League and UEFA. It appears that some sponsors failed to meet payments during the pandemic, while the cancellation of their summer tour also meant United also missed out on a big chunk of revenue during the off-season.